Just the runners are just readying up, and we will get underway shortly. So the settings for this race today are going to be full countdown, full area, random boss, medium difficulty, big random milk, random start. Um, can happen in settings like this. So we will just have to see if the area transitions and boss doors are kind to the runners or if they're trolly. But I'm not super familiar with either of these runners. As far as I know, they both have solid movement for more beginner players. I know Death King mostly he mains Majora's Mask and Ocarina of Time randomizer. Um, I've only seen one of his races. It was the week 2 against Rollins, and it was quite the race. Neither of them could find the suit. He ended up losing because his opponent went way out of logic to find a suit, and it looks like we have a Bubble Mountain start. Ooh, this is one of the dangers of random start. It can still give you a deep start option. We're not sure where Sailor is going without various suits. But we have that in the one accessible location here in Bubble Mountain because you can't go anywhere without it. Yeah, the reason that's a suit is because every single room you can get to here, even with just morph, is going to be a heated room. And on this difficulty, the runners are not going to be expected to do any sort of zero tank running, hell running. All right, Death King taking a save after getting his various suit. I like that play. If this is a late morph, there are definitely some places where you can soft block here in Norfair and in general. And so having that saved, we don't have to keep going back to the various suits. Good move. Death King making an interesting choice to skip the Bubble Mountain check. Looks like Sailor is making the same call. I would assume that's because neither of them is super comfortable with the wall jump to get up there. Without speed, it's very tricky. You can either do the right side wall jump, which is basically the same as Gauntlet. You can't get that. You cannot get that item without more fall and taking a hit. Those guys are the worst. But thankfully has that save, so it doesn't lose his various suit. So there are two ways to get up to the top of Bubble Mountain without a high jump. You can either do the right side wall jumps, which are it's basically the same as Gauntlet, but you have less wall to work with. Or you can do a running start from inside the save room and jump after the door transition. But the door transition can make that very tricky, particularly if our runners are emulating and have a bit worried about lag. But yeah, just gonna go check here in Business Center once they can. Well, you need more fall to collect that. Yeah, I think our runners are gonna. Are there even any checks they can make here? I don't know that they can even check high jump energy tank. I'm pretty sure that's a red door. So they could go all the way up to Criteria for the blue Brinstar items. But if that is not morph and power bombs, they're soft lock. Or I have morph and some way to get through speed blocks. Power bombs would be needed to get back through the top of Red Tower. But yeah, so I expect that Speed Booster has one of our tanks of ammo, And with 3 items in Upper Norfair, potentially another item as well, or potentially another major as well. If we get super missiles, that also puts. So I'm not sure if the damage boost to Norfair Reserve is in logical medium. I don't believe it is. The wall jump up Bubble Mountain with the running start from the save room is in logic. So that I'm basically that with a double mountain start, that has to be our runner's progression. So we'll see once they are able to get through Cathedral in reverse, which is, yeah, this is not a kind series of rooms if you're not very practiced at it. It's a place that even experienced runners lose a lot of time, and lose time very often because they're hard rooms. Even on this many tanks, those Garudas are very scary. They still hit you for 30 without Varia, or with Varia. And so yeah, Death King just gonna kind of play it safe, sit back on that pillar. The Garuda generally can't reach you there if you're standing far enough back. So it's slow, but you can do these angled. Oh, you can't get up there, Sailor. You don't have more fall. Yeah, and then these Tuskegis are also not nice. That's another 40 damage. But assuming he can do this delayed wall jump, oh, I guess Sailor's at the same place. If they can do this delayed wall jump, they can get up to Business Center and see that they cannot get in anywhere. Oh. You gotta delay just a little bit more. There you go. Oh, so close, Sailor. Alright, I think she'll get it soon. She was close. Just missed that second wall jump. Oh! So close. And, yep, you can't do anything here. Death King taking a save here, I guess, is intending to go head up. Yeah, is doable if he can do the red tower climb with nothing. That can be a pretty challenging set of wall jumps if you don't have a way to if you don't have Ice Beam or Space Jump or a way to kill the Rippers. Oh, right, it's Area Randomizer. Duh. And so we see the back of Red Tower. Yeah, this is. Yep. Oh, yeah. Death King will have to load. Thankfully, they have backup saves. Thank you for that quality of life feature, Barrier Randomizer. But yeah, Death King cannot get back through Cathedral without super missiles. And so we are going to see a reset back to Bubble Mountain shortly once he realizes that, I think. Oh, watch out! Oh. Yeah, I think they both saved to check these area transitions and, just not paying off. All right. Death King, I think, realizing that he has soft locked himself in Business Center and loading that save. Let's see him do this wall jump. Oh. Yeah, I think he could have made it with that run, but didn't. Nope. You can't make this in room. Oh, going for the right side wall jumps. All right. All right, good luck. This is tricky, but it's doable. If you can do Gauntlet, you can basically do this if you tighten up your timing a little bit. Because it's the same wall jump. And yeah, they've got to go to speed. There is nothing anywhere that they can access except for speed right now. I guess the wave items as well, or at least wave missile. wave gate, or like the wave beam item itself is not in logic without at least 2 packs of missiles, or maybe a pack of supers. I know that it can be 2 packs of missiles. I'm not sure if it's 2 packs of ammo, period, or if supers are treated differently. Yeah, there's no way to get this item without Morph because it is on the bottom tile, and Samus cannot interact with the tile above the floor in any way unless she has Morph Ball. Um, second tile up, you can hit with Screw Attack or kind of wiggle in, which is how the wiggle to the sandpit item in Meridia works. But all right, so Death King realizing that he's gonna have to do this jump was a little early there. What makes this jump tricky is you can't jump exactly at the door transition. You have to go through the door for a little bit and then jump. And yeah, I hate this jump so much. I have learned the right side wall jumps because I prefer them so much to this jump. You basically need to be all the way back on the platform in the previous room. Yeah, because you need as much runway as possible to hit as close to max speed dash speed as you can get. And then stay in spin as long. Well, I guess you have to stay in spin. It's a wall jump. Yeah, Bubble Mountain start is not a kind one. Hopefully for our runners, we are going to see a Morph Ball soon, because Bubble Mountain start Bubble Mountain start and late Morph can be really, really rough. Same as either of these wall jumps. Yeah, that first one there, the window is very small. I don't think it's frame perfect, but it's not many frames. Once you get the first one, if you get around the lip, it's not super difficult to get the rest. But that first one, it can be a doozy. Oh, so close. Death King got the jump, but missed his wall jump. So hopefully he's able to just replicate that again. Ah, so close again. Yeah, these wall jumps are rough. I was kind of surprised when I saw random start because I kind of had a feeling that we'd end up in Bubble Mountain again. All right, Death King getting his wall jump. Now just to... Okay, gets over King Cack. Very nicely done. All right, so... I maybe wanted to come here and check the area transition, but can't do that, so it's just gonna... oh no! Oh no. All right, Sailor. Oh, I thought she might be going into the save room. Ah, this sucks, man. I think the viola was the thing that ended up actually getting him, but all right, Sailor now going for this wall jump. This one is definitely frame perfect. This is the same wall jump as in Worst Room. And all right, Death King is over again. Now realizes, I think, that he has to go to speed. Because the speed door has been changed. You can get into the wave missile location, but you have to do a delayed wall jump. You have to go in the bottom door and do another delayed wall jump. There are a lot of delayed wall jumps in Upper Norfair without high jump. But yeah, this is going to be at least where our ammo is. And there's our pack of supers. I wonder if this is the only strat to get a bubble that Sailor has practiced, because the other jump, as bad as it is like generally easier for people. Like the oh, she had it. Could be Morph at Wave Missiles, could be Morph at Wave Beam at this point. Wave Beam without Morph is now in logic for sure. Yeah, it's a cost benefit kind of a thing, because if you save, like, if he were confident in his ability to make it back up, he probably would save, but he probably feels like behind already because of the reset. All right, there's Ice Beam. All right, so okay, this is risky. He's got 5 tries. Okay. All right, he's got 10, 11. He's got 11 tries at this green gate glitch. Oh, Sailor's so close. Yeah, Bubble Mountain starts are rough. Both runners didn't realize that. Oh. Oh no. Yep, that's a soft lock. Oh, that's a bummer. Soft lock destiny. Yeah, definitely some frustration happening here. Yeah, this is... Oh! Oh, and Sailor makes it up. Good job. That is not an easy wall jump. Yeah, Death King is going to need to reset out of this, unfortunately. Doesn't even die to the Kago bugs because they hopped away through the morph hole, and it's just insult to injury. Oh man, yeah, that does not feel. I've had that happen to me before. It feels really, really, really bad. So yeah, I think 15, 3. All right, so one more pack of supers could put Crocomire in logic, as much as I hate to say it. Those supers mean that we can get through into Kraid's warehouse. We can get through to check high jump energy tank. Yeah, they're getting the knowledge, but yeah, I think this is going to be one of those seeds where they're looking for stuff forever, and it's probably going to end up being kind of like my seed the other night, where there's going to be some painful stuff happening, and then eventually they'll find a couple of more they'll find morph and a couple of items, and it will hopefully be smooth sailing, aside from, hopefully not aside from anything, but like potentially boss fights could still give them trouble. But oh man, yeah, these. Oh, and the Kago through the Kamer. That's a bummer. You have to be real careful. It's real easy to Kago through those guys. Yeah, there's a very, like, if he decides to go for Wave Beam here, that's a soft lock. I don't think they can get any area transition soft locks at this point. Well, it depends on kind of where Kraid's warehouse goes. All right, Sailor making the play. Yeah, if you have not played a lot of Bubble Mountain start as a late morph, like, this can really catch you off guard, because Never in this room. Oh, yeah, she does not realize. Yeah, you're basically outside of randomizer. You are never in this room without Morphball. Like, even in randomizer, you're rarely in this room without Morphball. And yeah, and I think this is, yep, the realization is setting in, and here's the reset. Oh, bummer. All right, maybe let's see if she goes for the other strat this time. May have just felt like she was already so committed to the wall jumps, may as well just keep doing them. Yeah, especially late morph routing can be very, very difficult, especially like when you start in a place like Bubble Mountain where you really, really need more. Oh man, Sailor having to reset all the way back to the beginning and get her various suit again. Oh, this is okay. I'll bet our progression is here at Norfair Reserve. Or potentially a third pack of ammo is at Norfair Reserve, or a third pack of supers is here at Norfair Reserve. Oh yes, please, now that you're already down here, please save. You're stressing me out. Also, if you save, you'll reset the waivers and bring them back into the good part of their pattern for freezing. All right. All right, there we go. There we go, he's up. And Norfair Reserve holds the grapple beam. Yeah, that would. And you can get up here with ice. I think it's ice and high jump that put this into logic. Actually, on medium, not high jump. You need to get around wall jumps in logic, which is on hard difficulty. So the runners now can go and get Spring Ball. They can get the item at. So the Spring Ball at Croc Escape. And again, if this is a pack of supers, combined with that grapple, it's unfortunately really looking like our progression is going to be a Croc. Which is very, very common with these Bubble Mountain start late morph seeds. Oh, please don't get killed by the Diskegas. All right. All right. Even with Suit, no energy tanks, these enemies are dangerous. But we are into Business Center. Death King is gonna farm some health from these Novas, absolutely. And yeah, there were. Oh, this is a third pack of logical supers. I mean, they can go up and they can check the. Actually, no, it's like Proc is in his own area, I guess. But yeah, you want to shoot through the top here because it loops around. It loops around through the top, so it has to go all the way around if you wait for it here. But Croc Escape is Spring Ball. Yeah, they can check crate entrance and they can check Croc's entrance. And I think they can get to. Oh no, I think they need speed to get to Chronic Boost. So they've got two area transitions to check. I can't remember if Death King has seen this yet. Spring Ball, which what do you do with that? But they've definitely got to make the call to go to a different area because that's all of our Upper Norfair majors accounted for, and we are still on a morph hunt. Did Death King take the save at the bottom of Business Center there? Yeah, you don't actually need to do 3 there. If you knock out 2 of them, the 2 top ones, you can get through with a spin jump or a spin, like a spin jump into an aim down. Right. And Sailor resetting Bubble Mountain. She wants to. All right, we found the bottom of Green Brinstar with 0. And 1 area transition you can check there. But you have to gate glitch. Oh, Sailor, please be careful. I guess you did just save. So that's good. Yeah, 00 Green Brin. We've got Criteria 3. But yeah, we do have croc ammo. So if we see a croc, if croc shows up as one of these area transitions like that, he is in logic. And yeah, Death King gonna go back to Green Brinstar here. Check this other area transition. Oh, yep, we have a Bubble Mountain start, late morph count Cranberry, and it has been just as bad as you would expect to race. Yeah, please do not check the item. That's another soft lock. You can actually get the item with the wiggle. It's a very long wiggle, but I don't think the game could put morph there, but like theoretically, if morph is, it's possible to like get out of there if morph is there after wiggling it, but it'd be awful. And thankfully nowhere near logic. Okay, we've got the Lob and Dive, Lower Norfair with 1 item. No, you need power bombs to check Gauntlet Escape. Or technically, a reserve tank, X-ray, and a way to overload PLMs. Oh yeah, I guess you do need morph too. I mean, unless he goes to the top, which is the top of like Red Tower Climb is in logic on normal with or medium with Ice Beam. This is deceptively tricky. All right, good wall jumps. And oh, up. We're going up. All right, Sailor taking the Business Center save. Yeah, as you know, as much fun as I find, as I personally find this start, because it's like very puzzly. They do tend to be like pretty linear. But we'll see. Hopefully the seed opens up a bit, we get some divergence, and Sailor gets some good chances to catch up. Death King, there are still definitely soft locks that Death King could hit. Like it's before we find morph, this is very much still like hard to tell who is gonna end up ahead. Alright. Sailor is she farming? Or It could be. We've got area rando, so it could be a lot of weird places. Yeah, I can't remember if he saved coming up Business Center the last time. Oh, and there we go. Morph at Alpha PBs, so it looks like this was the logically required play. They didn't check. Oh, you need speed to get to Croc, don't you? Okay, yeah. Yeah, that's a trolley place for Morph to be for sure. But well, I mean, skipping Retro Bryn might have been the play. There might have been power bombs there that they were supposed to get before coming here. Yep. Everybody, we're all on the same page here about the power bombs. And where does this go? Back to Criteria. So, more supers at Moat. Another area transition to check. 2 accessible items with this loadout, plus this super missile. And so we're gonna, yeah, Sailor. I'm not sure what she is looking for. Oh, nice little bounce ball weave and quick drop through the door for Death King. Yeah, that was, yeah. Still, what? Okay, so doesn't want Spring Ball. From there, I believe you can check the Chronic Boost transition without. You definitely can with Morph. I don't think you need speed. You've got Grapple too. I wonder if that's where the seed is trying to tell the runners to go. Because from Croc entrance, you can make it to. Oh. Yeah, this is one hit kill range from those spikes now too. So please be careful. All right, and we have a save at the ship. Oh, just a little too deep in the lava, unfortunately. But she's got a recent save. So yeah, I think Sailor I think, yeah, I would like to see her go up and check that transition at Business Center with her supers. Hopefully realizes that this can be, that Red Tower climbing can lock now. Yeah, I really hope that we see her go to crate entrance, because like she needs to find that morph ball. Let's see. I'm not exactly sure what she's going back for here. You can't check any of the transitions here without more for speed. Maybe wants those supers out of wave beam. All right. Just keep jumping out of the lava. You'll make it fine. There we go. Oh, yeah, but see, this is not a path that you can get through without Morph Ball. And you would take a bunch of damage from lava anyway. Alright, almost getting it. This, if you have not put a bunch of practice into Alcatraz Escape, it can be a very challenging trick because it's a little counterintuitive. What you want to do out of that the wall jumps here look great, but out of that last wall jump, you want to continue holding jump and just move your thumb down there you go. Just move your thumb straight to down, and then back to left, and you'll do that little midair morph, because as long as you're holding jump out of a wall jump and don't turn around, or break spin, you can morph out of that wall jump with just a single down press rather than the double down press you usually need to morph. Alright, Death King now on his way to Retro Brinstar, looking for those power bombs. With Morph, there are now 4 items to check down here, because we also have Alpha and Beta missiles in addition to Morph Pedestal and Taco Tank. Alright, just missiles at Morph. There's a nice little construction zone entrance. So get out of there, please. Right, you're in health bomb, so you should be for at least 2 drops. So please farm these soaks. Alright. Oh, that's really nice for Death King to find. That is my personal favorite item in the entire game. Definitely favorite movement item by a long shot. I guess Speed Booster's up there, but yeah, high jump boots is like just so nice to have. It makes so many rooms just so much easier. It makes your Ridley fight so much easier. Like, like for me, it doesn't feel like the way your movement feels before you get high jump versus after is like night and day. All right. I don't know. Oh, does she? Not sure if she. Oh, it's just gonna reset. She got the save right there. Wonder if she will grab those supers. All right. Death King into climb. Climb and parlor up. In my opinion, the worst 2-run sequence in the game. Because it's really easy for exactly that thing to happen in climb, and it's the worst. Alright. No, you can't do anything there without Morph Ball, unfortunately, Sailor. And this is another soft block. Because normally you get out through here. But you also, yeah, you can shoot past, but you can't get through that tunnel without Morph, obviously. Alright. So we have a transition that he can check at the bottom of Green Brinstar. Oh no, that's the Red Tower. Oh, he's got more. He's fine. He can just go back to Upper Norfair, through the other entrance at the top. Or can he? Or is that through? No, Moat was Red Tower elevator, so okay, can just go get his spring ball with grapple and then just do the normal escape using a super missile. And I'm curious to see where we'll see him go next. All right, Sailor making her way to Crade entrance. Excuse me. Is going to find criteria here. And now the Death King has more. He can come in and we see an energy tank. And what do we have at Boots location? And there's our first power bombs. Yeah, I think that is the same place that we got alpha power bombs in my late morph deep start as well. All right, so like I said, there is a gate glitch you can do here. It's not a soft block, or like there are enemies to farm, unlike the wave gate, the wave beam one. Yeah, 39-minute alpha PBs from the first player to find them. That's obnoxious. Oh, Sailor, don't do it, please. Oh, no. Oh, no. Yeah, that's a drag. Oh, you know what's in logic with ice and boots and... You know what's in logic with ice and boots and at least 2 tanks with Variasuit? Are you serious? Let's see, but if this is not... If the item... I guess it could still be its phaser. But if the item is not here, there's a 50-50 chance it's an X-ray, which is in logic. Was in logic a couple of energy tanks ago, so... And they can get there with power bombs, too. Now that they have power bombs. Oh, they have grapple. That's right. Well, that's fine. That's fine. Nobody needs the... Yeah, you don't even need tanks or suits with it, with grapple. But it did just occur to me. Yeah, no, that is correct. I keep forgetting about grapple beam because it's not on the tracker, because the game auto-tracks it for us. But yeah, so with grapple, I would really like to see that X-ray play sooner rather than later. If only, like, to find out that it's its phaser, like, just to have the knowledge right now that you don't need to make that phaser check would be nice, and, like, the knowledge that there's nothing here at X-ray you have to worry about. Well, it's been a doozy so far. Bubble Mountain start. Random start that gave us Bubble Mountain. Random morph that gave us late morph that we found at alpha PBs. It's been just a terrible season. Sealess Meridia is not in logic except on harder difficulty, which this is not. This is medium, so there will never be logical Sealess Meridia. All right. Let's see. I would like to see Speed Booster here. Oh no, it's missiles, it's phaser. Okay. Good check, though. Man, it's never X-ray. Makes me really sad, because this is another one of my, like, unpopular... You've got Grapple Death King, but I guess this works. The spikes only do 15 with... Oh, that's a nice little deboost, though. Alright, so you cannot do anything there without Morph Ball, but you can check the area transition at the top. Yeah, basically in this tournament, you're probably not going to see Suitless Maria at all, because even on harder logic, it's not guaranteed. It's just possible. And harder difficulty has not seen a ton of play. I feel like most of the races I've seen have been medium or hard, depending on whether people are okay with lava dive, I guess. Slash hell runs. All right. Attack at Phaser. All right, we're gonna need Gravity Suit or Front of Lower Norfair, which we know where it is right there, to be in Logic. Yeah, you're never unhappy to see Screw Attack. It's like it. All right, Death King checking this transition. Yeah, with boots, this will be in Logic for sure. And we find, we find the bottom of Criteria. And please be careful, those hoppers still hit like trucks. All right, so we have a couple more locations to check in Logic. We've got the Billy Mays room. Yeah, very good refill there. We've got Billy Mays room, which has 2 items, which looks to be where Death King is going now. Well, since you're already down here, I wouldn't like the check so much if it's probably a setup for some weird goofy stuff that works something like that. But yeah, so we're gonna see the Billy Mays check. Yeah, since you're down here, you've got the power bombs. Ooh, barely. Oh, he's got Screw Attack. It's not a soft lock, regardless. You can soft lock up there if you go in without any power bombs, and there are no power bombs there. All right. Oh no, it's not. You can't shoot that block. All right, abandoning it. You have a couple of options there with this loadout. You can use a power bomb at the top, which requires falling down and doing the jump again, or with Screw Attack, after you wall jump, you don't, like, your Screw Attack does not work until you press back to like another directional, like towards the wall. I can't remember if releasing jump does it too, but so you can get through there with Screw Attack. You just kind of have to turn around at the top to turn it back on, so you'll break that bomb block. All right, now we're gonna see Old Mother Brain, just some missiles. And all right, Sailor about to get her more fall. And yeah, this is probably going to not feel great. Finding Morph 47 minutes in, and Ethan gets eaten by the bile plume before she sees it. Oh, this seed is very, very uncomfortable. Yeah, so what Death King was doing there, you can do that at the top of the shaft to Billy Mays to get through that bomb block. Okay, so does not have any power bombs left, but this is escapable without. Skipping that tank, all right. With 5 tanks, 5 tanks, I think that's a fine skip. I would be tempted to get it if I had like a stand-up setup, because I'd want at least 7 tanks, probably 8 for that, but with just Ice Beam and no reason to believe we're going to find Plasma in charge, like, if you feel comfy on 5, just leave that there. Okay, have we seen back of Lower Norfair yet? I don't think we did. I think we just saw lava dive, but I can't remember. There've been a lot of twists and turns and area transitions checked multiple times with the resets. All right. So Death King. All right, we've gotta delay it just slightly more. Personally, I find this jump a little bit harder than high jump because I feel like you have to delay slightly more and jump lower on the wall because of the extra like vertical speed that high jump gives you. There we go. Nice. All right, you don't need to worry about soft locking there, thankfully, because you have more fall, and it's coming out. You have to be more worried about with this one. All right, so Gauntlet. Oh, that's bad, but with Varia and the Spring Tanks, no worries. You still don't want to get grabbed by a yapping moth. It just never feels good. But all right, well here's some more power bombs. A whole 10 power. Go check the items out back. So at this point, I think it's guaranteed to be here or Billy Mays. So there might be one here and one in Billy Mays. There might be both here, which would be a great bailout for Death King, I think. Or there could be 0 here and they could both be in Billy Mays. So we will see. All right, one's in Billy Mays, but that's space jump. That's a nice find. That puts us a gravity suit away from movement go mode on Death King's side. And without access to the back portal, that is also going to be, once gravity is found, that'll be the logical access into lower north through the front door. But we may still find the back door, we're not sure. Yeah, because if you don't have to wall jump, it's easier, for sure. It is a little bit slower to space jump up than to wall jump if you do the wall jumps optimally, but oh, that's right, it could be, well, it can't be, well, it could be Criteria Supers, it just would not be Speed Booster. Could be Shaft Supers, could be Criteria Power Bombs, which is where Death King is going now. Does not want to go back down to Billy Mays, I'm sure. Right. Let's see the Retro Bryn checks from Sailor here. And there is our gravity suit. All right, so at this point, yeah, we can totally get into lower Norfair. We can full clear lower Norfair, so we are in go mode minus charge and ammo. Charge or ammo. All right, yeah, Sailor getting trolled by the collision oscillator there, I think. But getting those high jump boots. Unfortunately, no power bomb to check Billy Mays while she's down here. All right, Death King probably here. Probably want to get back and check that wave beam transition as well. Yeah, if you're having trouble with the deboost, freezing the Rio is a solid strat to use. And all right, what was the other side of that? It sounded like an elevator, but I kind of missed it. Yep, you need bombs or something to get through here. And so we are going to see, this is the closest area transition to where we started, and close to the last of those available that we are checking. I'm gonna have to ask Death King about how it has felt to play so many horrible, overlong seeds with confusing area transitions. I really feel for the guy. All right, grade 0. So, don't think we're I don't know about this Death King. I don't remember his last save, but I don't know if he's remembering that it's boss rando. He's fine in all but one case. Okay, he's fine. This will be Dragon, yeah. So, yeah, probably going to do the grapple kill here. No reason not to. With this amount of ammo, the ammo fight's going to be significantly slower. No charge beam for an X-ray for microwaves. Well, none of these are microwave. No charge wave for X factors. No, not going for the quick strat. Totally fine. Just getting grabbed as soon as possible. Yeah, no speed booster for Shine Sparks. This is the way you kill Dragon, and is the logical Dragon, can be a logical Dragon kill in medium. So, alright, Death King taking down the shrimp. Yeah, one thing about that high grapple kill, it does take her longer to die because she needs to sink to the bottom and go to the middle of the screen. That's why you have to be very careful about killing her off screen with wave beam on the right side, because it will take her quite a bit of time to loop back, since she has to cross the entirety of the out of bounds area to get back to the middle of the room, and that takes about 18 minutes. So, a bit of a run killer generally. Alright. So that is our first boss down at 55 minutes? 56 minutes? Jeez Louise. This... Check this item, probably gonna get it. If it's supers, ignore it. If it's... I would pick up those missiles. Maybe Death King may have made the decision early to commit to charge. But especially with still only Ice Beam, you're still gonna want a lot of ammo for the Mother Brain fight. And you need more ammo for the Ridley fight. Yeah, at this point in the game, like, I will always grab missiles up to at least 20. Like, even if I quickly, like, I will grab at least 20. Because it makes Mother Brain 1 much, much comfier to have that buffer of missiles. And I'll pick up supers generally for around 30 plus any extra that are like directly on path. just because they're like the Ridley fight, you want ammo for. Even like supers do twice the DPS of max beam. All of the ammo is incredible. I don't. Are there even any? Oh, I guess there's top of Green Brinstar. We haven't seen the top of Green Brinstar transition, and we haven't seen back of Lower Norfair. With space jump, gravity, and all these goodies, the seed may be expecting our runners to go through Lower Norfair. Oh, I don't want to speak this evil into existence, but going through Lower Norfair to find like wrecked ship or something, which you don't want to see at the back. Like those two portal areas, like you don't want to see them chained together, and you don't want to see a one-way at the end of one of them, especially Lower Norfair. All right. So Dragon must have been just a pack of ammo or something. This palette swap's kind of interesting. It kind of makes that Kraid statue, or that face going into Kraid, look like it does in Nestroid. I'm pretty sure that's the color scheme in Nestroid. All right, West Meridia, checking Crab Supers. Very quick with that Spring Ball. Pack a Power Bomb. Right. Sailor gonna check the back of Gauntlet here. See that space jump, realize she's gonna have to go through. Space jump and a second pack of power bombs even. But does not have that screw attack yet. So as of now, cannot quite get through to the back of Gauntlet. Yeah, thankfully we've already found Gravity Storm, because that is just cruel. Yeah, that kind of thing, it can happen. It's so cool. Or like or even just like wrecked ship to Kraid to kill, or yeah, wrecked ship to Lower Norfair or vice versa. French vanilla watering hole. Going through and finding, like, Lower Norfair is also sucked to find one of the dead ends at the end of, especially Croc, but like Greater Turian is annoying there too, especially Turian, because then you have to go through Lower Norfair. You have to go all the way back, and then you have to go through Lower Norfair again at the end of the game. Ugh. Jeez. Right. Death King gonna show us our Aqueduct transition, or Crab Shaft rather, and it goes to. I guess he is gonna show us our Aqueduct transition. Also, it's area rando, so those are bomb block. But okay, there are some seeds where, like, that's a question. I don't think we have any doubt that this seed is randomized, despite the vanilla transition. All right, Death King gonna come up and check this first item, which is an energy tank. Probably gonna ignore that. I don't know if he even knows the snail clip, but probably not gonna snail clip for an energy tank. Gonna check these sand pits instead, see if we find an item. I would imagine that he will, like, assuming these sand pits are not it, assuming he will go up to Botchmoon first. Oh, and there it is. There is the X-ray scope. So Yeah, definitely get those supers. I guess grab X-ray while you're up here. It's this late in the game with like no plasma, no charge yet. Like X-ray is not super useful. And the only boss here who could have an item behind it is Ridley. We know Kraid is 0 majors. Yeah, but the Phantoon microwave sucks. If you've got charged plasma, it's like almost sometimes better to just missile, charge plasma shot. If you've got full beam, that'll kill him in 2 rounds. 2 rounds? Yeah, if you've got full beam, that'll kill him in 2 rounds. Anything less than full beam, you will kill him in 3. Maybe. No, I guess just plasma would probably be 4. Or no. Maybe you have just enough. I'm not trying to do math on screen. I don't know. Alright, and so we're gonna see a Metroid clip. Death King being very careful not to spin jump here. So as not to kill the Metroid. Yeah, it's not quite the right position. That should be good. Maybe not. Seems like it should be. There you go. Yeah, you just need to. There you go. I think maybe he was not holding down quickly enough. You want to be holding down when you jump for that one. All right, and we're getting an ammo fight. Batoon. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 6, 7. Oh. 8. 2 more shots. Alright. So that is a dead snake. Alright. Sailor Gap, remembering to power bomb here. Missile pack there, which you will have to collect if you're going this way because you have no speed booster. I guess you don't have to. You can also kind of sink under the sand and jump up through the little hole there, but you may as well just go through. It's like a missile pack is something that you're not unhappy to pick up at this point generally. Again, because we've still got no charge, and there has not been a ton of ammo available. Oh, this is okay. So Death King farming up here. We've got 2 bosses left. Oh no, we've got 3 bosses left. I'm sorry, we haven't seen Wreck Ship or Lord Walker yet. So just farming up because Kraid and Phantoon you'd have no trouble with the ammo we had, but it could be Ridley. Probably gonna take the save here too because this is enough for Ridley, but especially if you don't know the power bomb strats, it's close. Can miss. If he hits every missile, he can miss up to 4 supers. But each super against Ridley is worth 6 missiles. So really want to avoid that because especially once he starts going fast. Like, oh, there's more supers, you want those. Once he starts moving fast, he's already hard to hit with supers sometimes. And it's much harder to do so with regular missiles, both because they're slower. All right, but we have a ghost. Ooh, and our stacked wreck ship too. I'm curious to see when we find wreck ship and how many checks Destiny will commit to. I'm sure we'll see at least West Ocean, probably the E-Tank, definitely left supers, probably right supers. And then they jump up and check the middle West Ocean missile. And Sailor grabbing her screw attack. Alright, this is gonna... Oh, Bantoon! That is so rude! Oh, I hate right fast. That's honestly my least favorite pattern. It's an obnoxious one, because whenever he spawns right, you're expecting that comfy right mid, and then it is not that, and you lose an extra, like, 5 seconds. Man, you people are just really wishing some evil on our runners. Alright, 2-2, and oh, that was early. That was the 4th round. No, that should have been enough. He must have missed a missile somewhere. So Fantoon's probably got a missile or 2 left. So this is an unfortunate enrage, but thankfully not too dangerous with base jump, screw attack, and all these E-tanks. But still feels bad to lose that time for, like, not really any gain. Boss is, like, if you have not put, 1 missile away. Oh, that's a drag. Yeah, those flames, when he opens his eyes, their hitboxes are very deceiving. Sometimes their hitboxes don't go away after you shoot them for a couple of frames. There's so much to know about this fight. There is, like, so many little tiny things that can go wrong in this fight. Like, if you have not spent significant time learning the patterns, like, it can just feel like he's doing, like, completely just random stuff that you can do nothing about. But yeah, it's a bad fight even when you are practiced at it. I always highly recommend people learn the 3 most common patterns for Fantoon, which are the left fast, right mid, and left slow. Right mid is also worth learning because it has about a 1 in 8 chance, but there's a really cool set of resources on the wiki that will help you learn some more about Fantoon's RNG, like how often he does each pattern, where to stand to shoot him in the eye immediately when he does, like all kinds of how to get the flames out of the way so that your missile doesn't get eaten. Like, there's all kinds of good stuff on the wiki, and of course you can always ask in Discord if you have any questions about mechanics or anything like that, and myself or one of the other nerds in there will be happy to help you learn. Alright, so East Meridia is another two-way, like another 2 transition area. So this will be, it's like, if this is the dead end, then Death King will have to go all the way back through East Meridia, which the trip this way is, it's kind of slow because thankfully with the sand pit patch, it's not that bad, but it can definitely be slow. Oh no, yep, you can see it on his face. He's not happy to see that transition. I wouldn't be happy to see that transition. Only the sadists in chat are happy to see that transition. You know who you are. All right, Sailor making it through the gauntlet. Assuming no issues with the quick drops here. Oh, careful. That is a dangerous way to do that. Oh, no. Oh, no. Yeah, it's a lot safer to just like shoot out the top 3 rows of blocks, of shot blocks there, than stand on the middle and then jump and shoot the block down. Yeah, she's just gonna reset. But is at ship, thankfully, so can make it back through there. Hopefully no dramas. Oh, Dragon is dead. Okay. How did I forget that Dragon is dead? Obviously, it's been a long and exhausting seed. Just for me to calm, I can only imagine what it's like to play this. Like, my deepest condolences to our runners. They're doing a great job considering what they've got to work with. All right, back through this, which is free with Spring Ball. I'd be surprised if Sailor just like ignores the right item entirely and just goes to the left side just to be sure, because that pack of power bombs would be, it's like a bit of a nice to have. 15 is a good nice to have, even with Ice Beam. Just if you don't have bombs, it's nice to feel like you're not gonna, oh, there's a pack here too. So yeah, I really don't expect her to worry about the pack in the back of the gauntlet. But yeah, 15 is real nice to have with no bombs, and is also like the minimum you want without Ice Beam. Or the Metroid rooms. All right, Death King is gonna give us our first look at Mother Turtle. Major's left with beams, bombs, and speed, and I can't recall if we have checked. There's a speed booster. All right. So, yeah, still lacking a bit of aim. Oh, hello, weird graphical glitch. Reaction. I'm not exactly sure why that happens. There's bombs. Alright, so the other two action majors are beams. We don't know which ones, but honestly, any would be nice. If it's charge beam, you would feel great seeing literally anything. Wave and Spazer will both double your damage. Plasma will not quite. You're almost set to it. You're quarter to 200. Like, as long as you see charge, like, you will any other thing you can get, because you have some ammo from Mother Brain. Any beams that you have will make the fight that much faster. Realizing the power bomb needs to go off before you go through the door for it to break the blocks. But yeah, you can see the realization on his face. But that's a mistake that's like pretty easy to make after a seed gets exhausting. we have every non-beam major. So we're looking at Kraid here. Maybe does not know the bomb setup here. There's a nice little deluxe setup. All right, not a quick kill, but good. That's pretty good. Anytime you can get at least 2 supers, especially if you get 2 supers and a missile, before the stand-up, that's... Oh, trolled. It took a long time to open his mouth and that was up. Kraid will not let you have any nice things, obviously. Yeah, that check is a lot more dangerous. When Vengeance is dead. Actually, same with the energy tank in the back. That's also significantly more dangerous because you can just run through. The Kazans aren't there, and the spikes don't hurt you because they're not turned on? Question mark. But yeah, I mean with Varia, gravity, and this many energy tanks, it's not a super big deal. It's still not. All right, Sailor getting those supers in the cathedral. Nope, not that one. It was... This is just no. Again, the runners are doing phenomenally with this absolute garbage pile of a seed. What are we? Checking the back. That clip, you have to jump in spin jump, break spin, look up, continue holding up, and then jump. Kind of tricky and counterintuitive if you haven't practiced it much. Screw attack and space jump, making Attic a breeze. All right, so I guess his thought process is he comes up here, he checks the items here, and if it's here, then he can just exit. He won't have to have, like, spent the time to check energy tank and then reset. Yeah, I like that. Hopefully he doesn't have to go through bowling. If the item is at Wreck Ship E10, he'll have to go through bowling and then go through. And there's a wave beam. That's nice to see. Not as helpful as it could be without charge, but again, that's double damage. That's nice. And it's wave beam, which is just like, it's very convenient. If I don't think that Death King knows baby step, but if he did, with that, like, shooting out the vines blocking the exit is much easier with wave beam than with just ice. All right, and we are going to see just missiles at Wreck Ship Reserve. So if the last major is at Sky Missiles or the Middle Ocean Missiles, we can just bail out immediately, don't even have to do bowling. I'm sure he wants more ammo if this major isn't charged, but there are much better places to find ammo than bowling. All right. Really hope the other helps. But at this point, you need charge and ammo. This is 2 checks down here. Charge or ammo. This is 2 checks down here. May as well do it. Like, if only to get to peace of mind. Death King getting a nice little 35-second break to have a little snack. Just consider the choices that he's made in life to get to this point. Yeah. Before he rolls over, give a little bit of time. Sailor making her way. Yeah, making her way up to the top of Green Star. Alright, so we have Plasma Beam. That's nice to have for the regular ones. For sure. But I'm sure he would much rather see Charge. He can at least exit the wrecked ship. Oh, you know what? Oh, maybe not. I thought he was gonna maybe check the Forgotten Highway portal. Main Street. Interesting. I thought he was gonna check the Forgotten Highway portal, and that's why he left that item there, because it's like very much on the way. Alright. You know there's no major here, but it'd be nice if there were a pack of super missiles behind this energy tank. There's more power bombs, she's gonna grab them like that. Grab hole. Yeah, this is kind of the same concept as Alcatraz Escape, a little bit easier. Oh, we found Forgotten Highway. Yeah, shows you how well I've been keeping track of this. If we found Forgotten Highway, then it's not. Oh, I see. Okay, well then this is like, it wouldn't have really made a difference if we had to go through and check that item, I think. It would have spit him out in basically the same place anyway. Alright, the redfish portal. We've got there. And we've got middle of Red Star. Oh, I think we saw this already. Alright, we've got a Vanilla Ridley. At this point, all there is to do is go do your Ridley fight, find either charge or those 3 packs of ammo you need. And then go find Turian again at the back of wherever it was at the back. East Meridian. Ugh. Alright, yeah, we've got space jump and gravities and screw attack. Yeah, you can just this is like a very easy quote unquote lava dive. Because yeah, you can, if you have charge and no screw attack, you can also do a pseudo screw to keep the Namahe flames from hitting you. Alright, gonna be making this GT check. Well, it looks like we're gonna see at least 3. Yeah, I'm heading through, checking the same portal. Yeah, unfortunately, for Sailor, this does seem to be a pretty linear scene. Kind of just have to go through and find the items, just like do it in sequence. Nice little quick drop there. Alright, just needs 2 packs of supers for ammo mode. And you cannot hurt GT without charge beam, so you're gonna have to right. I think might be it might be an okay pixel, okay. I thought he might be a little too hard. Alright, Sailor gonna go and find her Dragon fight. Oh no! Oh man, yeah, you saw that on his face. Alright, but who among us? Who among us has not accidentally picked up space? It's not that bad. It's a fanfare and it's like a 2.5 second pause. It's like maybe we can do a crafty jump at some point. Have we seen everything? Have we seen every other item check? Is it definitely Croc? That sucks. Oh yeah, there's only one thing left. Yeah, it's definitely Croc. That sucks. Oh. Base jump, screw attack pillars from Death King. Bonks the door, so it doesn't have as much speed as it could coming into here, but it's still gonna make it through. Takes that. Oh, Sailor missing the grapple, unfortunately. Getting brought up to the top by Dragon, which, funny enough, is one of the ways you can escape. Get her to carry you up there and then just diagonally aim down and shoot charge shots at you. But it is a way to escape suitless, technically. We have not seen back of Lower Norfair, which I'm guessing means that it's the Croc portal. So yeah, like, remember what I was saying about one ways at the okay, bold choice. Probably is just like afraid he's behind. But I guess with Grapple Beam he'll probably farm the full, wants to farm a whole bunch of supers anyway. But yeah, the Ridley fight can really go south, so I generally like to see people take that save. But hopefully he'll be able to handle it with this many supers. Alright, Sailor finishes up her Dragon fight. It's her first boss kill. Super these metal pirates. Perfectly reasonable way to do it. No charge. They can't do the fast charge plasma strat. You know it. And ooh, please use Grapple Beam. That's a laggy farm with Max Beam. Diagonal shots, I feel like, because the game has to calculate like 2 position and velocity variables, I'm pretty sure they make it like they're much laggier than just like straight shots. Here, if at all possible, you want to shoot down because your beam will despawn much faster. You can also shoot up, which is a little bit slower, but it's also easier to farm these guys if you like jump and make them go above you and shoot them from below. Alright, now how many supers is Death King gonna farm out here? I would imagine at least 35 to have a buffer. Potentially more. Like, I would not fault him for getting more, particularly if he's not super duper comfy with the Ridley fight. But like as soon as we get to Turian, we'll get that full ammo refill, so that'll be nice. All right, and Ridley. Alright, that should be it. Yeah, that's a dead Ridley. Oh. Are you serious, dude? There we go. Okay. Yeah, when he's dead, if he goes into a pogo, he will not be able to grab you. As you saw there, if you jump into his claw, he will just carry you up to the room and drop you and not die. You can avoid that if you do like if you crouch on the far left side of the platform in the safe spot, and then do a specific jump and turnaround as he's in his pogo a specific part of his pogo animation, and that will do the quick grab death. Otherwise, but if you mess it up, he will do that same thing, just carry you up, and then you just want to, at that point, you just need to go down to the ground, crouch or get into morph ball in one of the little grab spots, and just, like, wait for him to do his thing, and hope that he doesn't bonk you with his tail first. Alright, well, Death King now with all 4 bosses down, going to head back to East Meridia for that Turian portal, and we'll be getting down to fight the brain once he finds another pack of supers or so, and maybe a couple more missiles. Like, he needs 1 more pack of supers. It would be nice to get 2 or 3 more. And again, maybe an extra missile pack or 2. Just because, like, the 40-60 fight is that you have 4 missiles worth of leniency, which is 1 missile, 1 super, or 4 missiles. It's not a lot, especially with how trolly Mother Brain 1 can be, how trolly the Metroid drops are sometimes. Like, you really want to go in with a bit of a buffer if you're not like, very, very comfy with the Mother Brain ammo fight. Alright, not going to check that item there. I think that makes sense. Because even if it were something nice, it'd be slow to get. Not checking Hotarubi either. That is one that I think it's generally worth it to make especially when you're only looking for 1 piece of ammo anymore. And well, let's see. Now that you've found Croc, are you going to do the... Alright, I guess he's doing the Croc fight for charge anyway. Yeah, maybe he just feels very uncomfy with the ammo Mother Brain, which, yeah, I can definitely see. It's not a hard fight generally, but a lot can go. shooting Croc in the face like that is also laggy because the game because the game has to draw a bunch of explosion bomb things. Yeah. Ice Wave Plasma is already a very laggy beam. Meanwhile, Sailor picking up her speed booster. The missiles falls down is going to be one of those. Alright, and that is one boiled blizzard. This misses over there. Yeah, at this point knows it has to be charged, so won't. Yeah, I guess he didn't do those ammo checks because he probably knew this was Croc and knows that the item is charged. So those skips make a bit more sense now. Unfortunately, is gonna have to do the acid dive regardless, but gravity space jump 5 tanks. That's a doable thing. It's not something you prefer, but it's very doable. Alright, these almost co-jacks that super, but does not. Pack of supers that would be ammo go, but we know we're about to find charge. These full gamut things can be a little slowly with wave beam, but I think they spawn high enough in this one that the drops won't get stuck. Not sure what he's farming all these supers for. Because no, you're not gonna get a glitch. Alright. Yeah, you do get the full refill in area randomizer, but maybe it was just farming health. I didn't see that. Alright, and there's our charge beam. So that is full go mode for Death King for sure. We'll just have to. Yeah, basically I think the only scary thing really left for potentially scary thing for him left is that reverse acid dive. Like I said, full health, 5 tanks, barrier, gravity, space jump, speed booster, like high jump. That's a very, very doable thing with this loadout. So expect him to get through that safely. Reset sand pit there. I would still maybe check those items for another energy tank just in case, if only for like the refill. Because like that 130 energy during yeah, sometimes if you're going too fast to crouch. Crouch jump, you can collect 8 pixels of this more problem. Please be careful, I don't remember what it was, but this should be killed. It's a little scary, but it's still be fine. Yep, just don't get hit by a pirate. Oh, making me. Oh yeah. You see on his face too that. Yep, there we go. Crystal flashing. Nice. Okay. Remembers that is something he can do. Definitely something I forgot about. Alright, so we're not going to see this check after that crystal flash for sure. These, like, warp speed violas are really obnoxious. Alright, that's 5 enemies. That should open the door. Yep. Meanwhile, Sailor getting to her Batoon. Gonna also do the super fight, obviously. Batoon's hitbox doing what it does. And again, yeah, there are shots. Sometimes you shoot Batoon with a super that should absolutely hit, and it will not. Sometimes you shoot him with a super that shouldn't hit, and it will, but the first one happens a lot. Should be just one more shot here. Yep. And we're now gonna go fight the Dragon boss, who is Phantom. Yeah, I think looks like she's gonna be taking the same path Death King did. And this is the top of West Meridia. And aqueduct transition. Oh, I see. Yeah, he's going down to the bottom of the toilet. And then we'll take that up to Plasma Spark Room. And from there, we'll get to the elevator and we'll get to turning. Yeah. Slow, steady space jump. Goes up, we see him get spit out. Plasma Spark Room. Oh, careful that thing. Really nasty soft lock we discovered there a couple days ago, last week, whenever Fat Scott's race was. Just, if the yapping mod grabs you like frame perfectly as you're going through the transition, which can only really happen if you're quick dropping, it can put you locked into the wall, unable to do anything. You can like crystal flash to get into a state where you can X-ray climb, but the X-ray climb only gets you to the top of the room. There's no actual transition tiles on the other side of that sand pit, and so you're still stuck. And very rude. This was the right, so he's going to be rights. Ah, these right slows. I hate to see it. All right, Death King into G4. Down the turning elevator at 148.06. Man. This has been a very unkind scene indeed. Meanwhile, it's another slow pattern. Well, with the bomb strat there is a way to get them to stop. To get unlatched to you, you have to lay a bomb and then roll over it as it explodes so that it doesn't bounce Samus. Or like stand up and run over it. So that you're already standing and can just beam the Metroids as soon as you get them off of you. Oh! Well, gets grabbed there, but that was a clean couple of Metroids there in Metroid 3. Basically, so Sailor had a lot of trouble with like the initial wall jump up Bubble Mountain, and Death King found Morph a lot sooner. She made a lot of checks looking for Morph and like soft blocked a couple of times in places that I don't think she realized were soft blocks because she's so used to having Morph. And it just kind of compounded from there, unfortunately. Like it's been a really, really, really awful seed. So, like, this is the sort of thing that it could have happened to anybody. And, like, it could have happened to Death King too. It's just he happened to climb up Red Tower and find that Morph Ball first. And yeah, in these late Morph Deep Start seeds, very often it comes down to like being the first one to find Morph, because at that point, like your game can actually get going, and you're generally pretty close to go mode. Aside from like ammo and maybe charge. But yeah, late Morph can be fun. It can also be like this. Sailor maybe making a play for Plasma here, maybe just going to check the door transition. We'll see. We know that if she does go to Plasma, we know we won't find. Yeah, there were both of them soft locked in Wave Beam in Double Chamber. Like they both went in, they got some super missiles at Wave Beam, and they both fell down and fell through the crumbles. And if you don't have Morph, you cannot get through those crumbles. Like you can't get out of there anymore. It's just a soft lock and you have to reset, and it feels. All right, gonna fill the brain full of ballistics. Gonna use just missiles here. So just a couple more. There we go. All right, that is Mother Brain 1. So. Oof. Alright, that's good. She's dead. Just don't damage down anymore. Alright. Ooh, boy. Oh, that was scary. That ketchup beam can double hit you. If you're really unlucky, I'm pretty sure it can triple hit you. And if that had been a triple hit, that just would have been a death. Because you cannot survive with less than 300 energy hit, obviously. But yeah, just the one catch-up hit, and then a clean fight afterwards, so nothing to worry about. Sailor, and down to the bottom of the street. I thought you might want those supers for a second, but does not. Finds the wrecked ship. Can go kill the boss here. And we'll see how deep she goes. Looking for bees. Alright, get your F's in chat for the baby Metroid. Death King getting his Hyper Beam, getting into that Mother Brain 3 fight, which, you know, can get dicey if you don't keep her stun locked, but generally it's pretty easy to keep her stun locked. Jeez Louise, what a seed. And we have a vanilla escape here, so it'll just be like up the climb into parlor. Alright, Mother Brain 3 goes down for Death King. Taylor taking the save. Excuse me, is gonna make the check of the, is gonna make the intent check. No, we're not gonna find a major there, but dodging the Kazan there, right? We're running and speed boosting. Leodox run here, lots of lag, lots of pirates, lots of speed jumps, explosions, all the good stuff. No moonfall, that's totally fine. And here. Just a regular right side spark, nothing wrong with that. Coming up parlor. Good little jumps here in parlor. Hit by the steam a little bit. Alright, and get your GGs ready for Death King. Finishing with a race time GG time today of 1 hour, 56 minutes, and 32 seconds. Oh, what a seed. And yeah, Sailor Nap has forfeited. No shame there. It's like, been playing the seed for 2 hours, like, not wanting to finish when you've still got 2 bosses and a lower Norfair left. Like, no shame at all. Totally respect that call. But GG's to both of our runners. That was... Oh, that was really, really horrible. So we'll see if either runner wants to come in for an interview. Okay, we do have another race coming up on this channel pretty quickly. So if we have an interview, it'll be a pretty quick one. Let me see if either runner wants to do an interview. If not, then we can just wrap it up. Fairly quickly. Right, Death King has declined having an interview. I do want to ask him at some point how he feels having to play this many awful 2-hour, like, full of trolls seeds. Because this race and his week 2 race against Raylan, like I said, like, Just so trolly. All right, Nep is going to pass as well. So thanks again to both of our runners for putting on a great race through a really terrible seed. And so we'll just get it wrapped up here once we get to the Deer Force on Death King stream. Thank you all so much for watching another week of Choozo races. We're gonna have some new matchups today. This is the last match of the week, so new matchups will go out today for week 5. We have another week after that, and then we'll get to the playoff brackets. So it'll be exciting to see who we're gonna get in the next one. I hope that our runners watch this back and can appreciate how well they were doing and how hard this seed was. Just really solid effort from both of them, and GG's to Death King on the win. I have been your host, Exact Science, joined by Just Zooks on tracking. Did a great job, especially with all that many resets. And the trackers are what let these restreams happen. You don't need me flapping my gums, yapping away about what the runners are doing. You do need somebody keeping track of the items they've found. So thank you again to Jestro and to all of our trackers. Thanks to SpeedGaming for the restream. And I will wrap it up there so that they can get to their next race here on the channel. Thank you all again for watching, and see you next mission.